Guys, happy Wednesday. Sorry for the confusion on the workout yesterday. I mean, really just on what day it was. It's Tuesday. Hopefully you read through the nutrition topic Tuesday. We linked it in the email as well as in an email from the Wodify Rise challenge. So if you're not doing the challenge, get signed up. You still have till the end of the week to get yourself scheduled or get yourself signed up and use the app. It's a lot of fun. Just a fun place to keep track of things, set goals for yourself, and get through this month. So it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We're crushing it. I think we're feeling a little sore from yesterday's workout. Max EMOM muscle. We hit kind of every muscle. So today we're still going to work out. Not everyone does the workout every day. So we've got a good workout for you guys today. Listen to your body and pull back how you need to. We've got a little bit core focus workout. We'll get warmed up, hit a PreWOD of some core stuff, and then hit a fun gymnastics-y workout. For our question today, the question is, what are you online shopping for? Kind of goes in hand with Monday's question, would you buy shoes or clothes? I've bought 3 new crop top shirts now. I was saying to somebody, it's not quite crop top season for myself after quarantine fluff. But you can always rock a crop top no matter what. So got those in my online shopping bin. And now that I'm keeping Charlie, the little guy on the couch here, for 1 more month at least, I'm buying some stuff for him that I probably don't need to buy, but it's fun. So let us know what you're online shopping for. Hopefully some Lean Feast meals. You can online shop for those too. So today we've got one last thing. Make sure you're checking out the interactive calendar. We've got Zoom classes every day, 5 a.m., noon, 5 p.m., Saturday team WODs at 9. We've got a yoga session starting this week. We've got the mobility sessions on Thursday. All the links, the kids' classes are going, all the links in there. So if you have something that's underlined, click on it. It pulls you to class or to whatever the link is related to. So make sure you're using the interactive calendar. For getting warmed up, we've got 30-second movements here, getting the body good and primed for our PreWOD today. So those first things we're going to do are, some bottom half burpees. That bottom half burpee I like to think about from as a plank to a squat hold. So you're in your plank position, you pop your hips and your heels to the ground. Maybe the cat might be going. Pop yourself up and return back. If that's too challenging, we can step, lift. This is going to challenge your mobility a bit. It's to get the hips warm. Pop those hips, get yourself in the bottom of your squat position. After 30 seconds of those, getting that heart rate up and those hips warm, grab those feet, drive the knees outside the elbows, lift the hips back up while keeping your hands and head down. 30 seconds, getting those hamstrings and hips fired up. Then we're going to go into our warrior squat. So really loosening up that lower half, squatting, twisting. I heard some comments about the legs being a little sore, so we'll get them good and loosened up. Get that upper body loose as well for that gymnastics work. We're going to be in our table position next, just the right arm reaching through and then twisting up to the ceiling, trying to keep those hips squared. You're not rocking the hips to the side and to the ceiling. Try to keep them squared up with the ground. Isolate that shoulder. 30 seconds each way. Then we've got wide mountain climbers, or basically hopping spidermans. So you're in your plank, feet go outside. You can drop that back knee. You're hopping through your Spider-Man, getting that foot flat on the ground. If that's too challenging, just step it out through your Spider-Man, but don't lift your arm up. 30 seconds there. Then we're gonna lay on our bellies, arms straight, twist through that scorpion. You can hear my back crack. Beautiful. 30 seconds going back and forth. Now we'll come up to a plank position and go through 30 seconds, shoulder taps. All right. Now that you're getting warm, sorry, you're gonna do that 2 times through, then you'll be good and warm. I'm warm just from doing a little bit of it. After that, we've got a 10-minute workout, PreWOD. You're gonna work through 3 to 5 rounds for quality, so you're not really doing this as an AMRAP. We've got 10 minutes to get through those 3 to 5 rounds, really working on quality here. So the first thing we have is 20 hollow rocks. They do not need to be straight through. We really want the focus to be a good, tight, hollow body position. So always walk yourself out. Make sure you're doing the movement that's right for you. You don't need to be in the hollow position. That's the final step of the progression. So starting in your dead bug position, chin tucked, pressing that belly button through to the ground. No piece, if there was a piece of paper, you couldn't pull it from underneath. You're here. If you're here and you're rocking, great. You could also add the arms up overhead here and rock. Those are kind of boat rocks here. Still get the core good and fired up. You can bring one leg out, point the toe, keep the other leg tucked, rocking there. We don't want to switch legs because you really want to keep your body. You can switch legs like halfway through, but you shouldn't be switching legs every time. That's a bicycle. We want to isolate the core, really hold through that position. Same thing, hands can be down to keep that a little bit easier, and then a little bit more challenging is to have them reached up overhead. And then that final progression, legs out, you can have your hands at your side, rocking, or if you're ready, coming up overhead. So the reason that coming overhead can sometimes be more of a challenge is that as your arms come up, a lot of people will flare their ribs open, and then that low back naturally comes off the ground. So keep your hands at your sides. If you struggle with that low back arching off the ground, keep your hands at your side, keep nice and tucked, keep the chin tucked in, and rock there. So again, we'll do 20 total. You can rest as you need to, going through that. Then we're gonna go into 40 penguins, feet underneath you, touching those heels, waddling like a penguin. Then you've got 60-second plank hold. Again, these can be broken up if you need to break things up. Hands directly underneath the shoulders. We want to think about pressing those shoulder blades up. So I'm not lifting my hips up. I'm pressing my shoulder blades through the ceiling and getting a really active hollow position. Otherwise, we're kind of sagging like this. And it's not really activating your upper rib or your upper abs as much, and not really translating as much into gymnastics movements. So even if it's just thinking about lifting the back a little bit, or if you have the extra ability to get a little bit more of a scaredy cat, you can. But think about engaging that upper rib and tacking the pelvis a little bit in that position. 60 seconds there. Then you rest for 1 minute and get through that for 3 to 5 rounds in the 10-minute window. So as many as you can get through with quality as the focus. Awesome. After that core is good and primed, body's ready to rock, we're gonna do some brownie batter core. I love naming things after food, apparently. I think Morgan does too, I don't know. But we've got a core workout here. Definitely when we take the sit-ups, some running, and some handstand walking, it's all targeting that midline. I know a lot of people don't think about running or handstand walking as midline work, but I promise once you do it, you'll know why. We've got a 15-minute AMRAP. You're gonna do 15 weighted sit-ups, run a 200-meter run. If you are not going outside or that's too inconvenient, that's fine. I will tell you this workout's super fun. If you can make it work to get outside, do it outside, get the run in, and get some handstand walking in. But if you can't, then we're gonna change up that 200-meter run to whatever you have access to. So you could do a 250-meter row. I know some people have rowers at home. You can do 50 double unders or 15 burpees. So those are all the options there. Then we've got 15 feet of handstand walking. If you have some handstand walking, but you're not like super solid, that 15 feet should be something that you could like clear in about 30, 45 seconds. I mean, it depends on how fast you are moving. You can maybe do 5 attempts instead, unless it's just like kick up and fall down. Probably should switch to 3 wall walks then, or you can do 5 inchworms, and I'll show the option for some elevated feet on an object for those. So starting with that weighted sit-up, if you have an ab mat, you can put that underneath you as well. Ideally, we're gonna work on having those feet together, but you can go long leg as well. A little bit more challenging when the feet are together, just to get warmed up. And this is also one of the scaling options. You're gonna have your feet together, hands across you. Let's just go 5 sit-ups. Laying back, driving through that core. 5 sit-ups there. So the difference is that you're not using that hand throw, that toss of the basketball to help you up. You're really keeping that body tight, driving through. If that's too challenging, you can go long legs, lay back, and drive up. And if that's still too challenging, you can bend the knees, lay back, and then push the legs as you come up. I don't want it to be as aggressive as we sometimes do for multiple of them. I know like sometimes when I tell people to scale, they can kick really aggressively and snap up. We're not actually trying to have as much momentum. We're trying to really isolate the core here. So adding that weighted object will go across you. If you have a kettlebell, dumbbell, you can hold it however you want. You can hold it here, you can hold it here, but it does need to be on you, not in your hands. It needs to be resting on you. Feet together, if you're going that way, you'll lay back and drive yourself up. I just did this workout, so pretty challenging for me to show you these. But you're gonna go through those 15 there. Again, you can go legs long. That's just gonna allow you to use a little bit more of your quads to help with the work. Squeezing the butt, squeezing the legs to help come up. Nothing wrong with that. And then if those are both too challenging, you can go lighter weight, or you can go no weight and just work on those hands in front of you, staying nice and controlled through that movement. So those are our weighted sit-up options. One big thing is, like I said, you're not holding it in your hands, because what that turns into is you're using it to actually help you, right? Give yourself a try, just try a couple of those, you'll see that that's way different than resting it on your body. And try to force yourself up. So do not hold it and use it as an assistive device. Then we've got our 200-meter run. Again, those options to scale to will be double unders or burpees. I'm not going to show those. We know what those movements look like. Whatever you're doing, your AMRAP will be great no matter what you do. And then we've got our handstand walking. So if you're in an apartment like me, probably not going to kick up unless you're super precise on where your body is. If you're running, you should probably just be outside. It's going to be nice enough. You can lay on the grass, get your sit-ups in, get a 200-meter run in, and then you can use the sidewalk to handstand walk on. Wash your hands afterwards, please. And then if you have like a basement or something like that, play around with handstand walking. You can mark out 15 feet, or you can just do 30 seconds of handstand walking. If you don't have a bunch of space, you can go back and forth, whatever the case is. If you're 5 foot tall, like me, you can just lay down and mark out your body 5 times or 3 times. So lots of options on how to figure out what that 15 feet of handstand walking is. So we'll go into that next. I'm not going to show the handstand walking. If you have it, you're going to know how to do it. Keep the body nice and tight. Walk those hands out. Then the scaling option is going to be that wall walk for 3. You do not need to walk all the way up your wall if that's too challenging for you to do. So starting at least on the ground, body down, you can come into your plank position, pushing that foot into the wall, and then shimmy yourself up to as high as you can get while maintaining a nice hollow body. So if you start craning and that belly's going to the wall, probably don't need to go much further than this. Keep that head through. If you can get all the way up the wall nice and quick and shimmy back down, you're welcome to. You can go for 3 of those wall walks. A little bit more control than I showed coming down. Try to keep the body in a hollow position. 3 wall walks is an option. The last thing would be, you can always scale those to 1 if just 1 is like max effort for you. The last option would be just doing inchworms. I'm going to show an option to have those feet elevated during your inchworm. So if you have like a couch or a stool or a chair that you want to put your feet up on, a lot like the box, you're going to come out in a plank position, put your feet into it, and then you're going to press those hips, walk those hands through to the top, and then nice and controlled back out. You'll do 5 of those, or you can go 5 regular inchworms. You can go a little bit wider with your feet if that helps you stay in a stacked position for longer. And then press yourself back through all the way. You can also bring those feet together if you have the mobility. Walk yourself out. If you're not walking forward, you're always walking those hands back and forth because your feet don't move during a handstand walk, only your hands do. So we want to practice that pushing the floor away. Whew, awesome. Then to cool it down after your 15-minute AMRAP, we're gonna hit some cat-cow. So just started 1 minute in your table position, mobilizing through cat-cow. Then you'll go into seal pose, or you can go Sphinx if you want those hands on, or those elbows on the ground. So 1 minute there. We'll go 1 minute in child's pose. And then pushing yourself 1 minute right-sided pigeon. Switching legs, 1 minute left-sided pigeon. All right, have some fun today with some core work. Honestly, if you can, and you're a handstand walker, it was really reassuring to see that I was still capable of doing 15 feet unbroken for all the rounds that I got. So give it a try.